Hi, I'm Jimmy Richards, and on today's Pure Tunes, I'm going to tell you why the Olympics can take a run and jump. Now, this summer sees the world's biggest spectacle in sports entertainment brought to our fair shores. No, I'm not talking about WrestleMania, I'm talking about the Olympics. That is, of course, the Olympic Games, which are being held in London this year. And with it comes the inevitable flurry of pomp, ceremony, and cultural celebration. And of course, what's a cultural celebration without a bit of music? So tons of musicians have been asked to perform at numerous events throughout the state of the Games, which, considering the eyes of the world will be on London for the next couple of months, is worth a fair bit of exposure. Not to mention a pretty bit of coin to go with it, am I right? No, I'm in fact incorrect. Because the organising committee, who are responsible for coordinating the Games, seem to be intent on ripping off the country's musicians. Now, this is happening on two fronts. Firstly, the committee have made it their policy that any musicians hired for the purposes of the Games will not be getting paid and are being asked to play purely for this exposure we talked about. Secondly, bands and artists who are being approached for the use of their music in certain audiovisual installations throughout the Olympic site are being offered a paltry £250 licence fee, which, as you'll know, considering the size of the site and the amount of people being broadcast to alone, is an utter disgrace. And so musicians are supposed to be giving up their right to a fair wage for the chance of some exposure, because that sounds really familiar to me. It sounds like every pay-to-play promoter who's ever had the gall to tell a musician they have to pay to do their job. And it sounds like every bullshit Battle of the Bands contest where artists are forced to tout these people's ticket for the chance of big prizes, only to be screwed over yet again. I mean, it's hard enough for a musician to get work in this climate, and trust me, I should know. But now the organisers of the biggest cultural event this country's seen in decades is asking us very nicely to play for free? Go on. Pull the other one. So I'm really keen to hear what you guys have to say on the subject, especially those of you who are musicians, especially if you're amongst the musicians who have been asked to play at the Olympic site. Let's keep the conversation going on in the comments and video responses below. And that's all for this week. Thanks for watching. Remember to give us a big old thumbs up, share the video with your friends, and if you haven't done it already and you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. 2 bits of housekeeping if I could. The next episode, the Doune the Rabbit Hole playlist, will be arriving on Monday due to some technical issues, but the link to the last episode is in the description. And as of next week, we'll be going back to our once a week schedule, just temporarily, while we decide whether or not this experiment, the 3 times a week schedule, has worked out. So that's been all from me. I hope you have a great weekend. I've been Jimmy Richards. This has been Pure Tunes. I'll see y'all on Monday. Peace out.